Hello, I am Carrie and I'm back with another collective energy reading for you. And today, it's just going to be an advice reading just to see what's going on for this upcoming week. We just had the full moon, the full wolf moon, and when I say it was so powerful for me, like it's been a while since I felt, I won't even say a release of energy, but it was just like an awareness. So sometimes they say the full moon energy is all about illumination, so it can like illuminate the dark places within you, like if you have any shadows. And for sure it was illuminating some shadows that were present with me so that I could just, see them and be aware and understand, like, okay, what are my next moves? How am I going to understand this part of me, this aspect of me that I haven't seen in a while, or that I just don't really fully understand quite yet? How is it running me in the background? How, that kind of stuff. So if you guys felt that the full moon was powerful for you, I really feel like this reading is going to be helpful, because just looking at these cards, I kind of still feel some of that same energy of the full moon and what was going on with me. So before I get started, I just want to say thank you so much for liking, subscribing. Thank you for being here. Thank you for your comments. Please let me know if the full moon that just happened this January 2025 affected you as well. And I just want to get started. So I was talking about the full moon and like releasing some things, and I really feel like here, because this is all advice, but I'm gonna have to set up the picture first, right? I feel like here in this first row, the King of Wands. So this is an aspect of a person who's very go-getter, go do it, action-oriented type of person. So this person is not really gonna think too hard. They're gonna do it. They're gonna have a plan and they're gonna go, but maybe not even spend so much time with the planning portion of it, but the action portion. That is all about that action. When I look at the King of Wands, then we have this Ace of Cups and the Four of Cups. So it looks like whatever it is that the King of Wands was acting on was like a new beginning, like a new exciting, like even a new emotional beginning. So it could be a new love, or it could be something that you really just been looking forward to. Because it's the new year, I'm thinking like, maybe something that maybe it was one of your like resolutions. You know what? This year I'm gonna make $10,000 this year, and then an opportunity came across for you to like make a significant headway on that goal, and you took it. But the opportunity, we look at this Four of Cups. The opportunity may not have come from the best source. Sometimes when I see these clouds holding these cups, I'm like, okay, who is this cloud? Because it's not a person. You don't really know a lot about the cloud. It's not giving enough information on this card to resolve who the cloud is. So it could be like in real life that you didn't get enough information about the cloud or the source of the opportunity, or maybe you're still in progress of doing that, a process of doing that. Either way, some action was taken and it may not have gone out the best way, because right next to that we have endings. This is about moving on. This is death. That's an ending. And this Queen of Pentacles is all about something long term. So when I look at this portion of the reading, it really looks like there was an ending that occurred, but I think it was a plan, because when we talk about source, we talk about mental energy. So let's say you had like a plan because you wanted to make something long term, like this Queen of Pentacles, something that's going to keep on keeping on. Something that's going to make you, like, if it was money, it was going to make you money long term. If it was like a relationship, it would be something that you were considering setting up for long term. So in this relationship, you could have been talking about kids and houses and like, I don't know, what do you talk about long term in relationships? Values, those kinds of things, like the things that are going to stay and last. Or if it was like something in job, maybe you were talking about your career progression. This is where I want to start. This is where I'm going to end, and da da da. Like if I go with this company, literally could be shopping around for companies to work for or even to invest in. Either way, it was something that was going to be long term for you, but it just did not work out. And it's interesting because we have this sword energy. I kind of feel like, number one, it is maybe a plan, but also there's like a different way of thinking that is being introduced to you. Because when I look at this spread, I don't feel like the ending is something that you wanted or something that you expected to see. Hearing this ending, it kind of feels, I say this a lot. Well, I don't say it a lot, but this is tarot, but this term is going to come from geology, which is unconformity. Right here, I just really see an unconformity, and that's just basically when the rocks on one side are not the same as the rocks on the other side. If these were, what do you call these? Beds. This bed will be coming up against this bed, but this one would be older, let's say. It would be much older rock, and this is going to be younger. So the thing that's in between here is like, okay, there's something missing here. We don't have enough information. There's something that we're not getting, because these rocks are older. These are younger. They shouldn't be right side by side like that. Something's going on here. And this is what I see when I look at this spread. It's like there's some information that's missing. So I kind of feel like the advice or the what's going on right now is whatever happened or whatever has recently ended for you might have put you in a place where you're really asking a lot of questions and wanting to gain clarity about, okay, what's going on? Why not me? Like if it was a job, why didn't they choose me? I already had this plan. Like we talked about it in the interview. I gave them this whole layout. You know, sometimes in jobs, especially if it's like for a higher level position, they're going to ask you your vision. They're going to want to know like where you want to take the company. They're going to want some ideas from you, basically. Maybe you gave them this whole layout, this whole thing, and then they didn't choose you for the position. And you're like, wait a minute, we talked about everything. What do you mean you don't like my ideas? So I kind of just like feel this energy of you not understanding, you wanting more information. Even here, like arguments, this could be if it was a relationship ended, you could be, look at this, Death and the King of Swords. It's like both on horses, both got their helmets. Like it's a war, but I don't really know how you're gonna win against Death. But who knows? You know, if you're really good with your words, you might. But there's like an argument. There's like a back and forth going on around this ending. There's like, I just kind of feel like you wanting or feeling that you need more information. And that's what this Seven of Swords to me is showing. Mostly it's like strategy and sneakiness. But in this instance, I kind of feel like this is you wanting to know or understand the underlying information. Like the things that you don't know. When it comes to strategy, it's like, what am I not seeing? What am I not understanding? Why didn't you guys choose me for the position? You guys seem like you really wanted to go forward with me, but now the last minute you change your mind. What's going on? Because I already, you know, got a new outfit to match the company's attire. I already purchased my flight. Like, what's up? What's going on? And so I kind of feel like there's some information here that is missing that you don't know and that you're wanting to go back to get the information. What I see from this reading, though, is you're going to get it. I don't know if you're going to have to argue with the person to get it or, like, go back and forth in emails or whatever, but I just kind of feel like there is an exchange of words that will happen. When it comes to advice for you, though, with this Nine of Pentacles, it's very much basically saying, like, remember who you are. Really stay grounded. Sometimes when we get really confused, we can kind of just spin our minds and our minds can like spin in circles and we can just kind of lose it a little bit. That's when you say the things that you didn't mean to say, and that's when you like maybe even take actions that you didn't mean to take. Let's say a relationship and you're fighting with someone, you might say something that's real disrespectful, like stuff that you can't take back. I kind of feel like here, just like remember who you are. This is the Nine of Pentacles. She is a very abundant woman, even though she's by herself. She's single. She doesn't have kids, you know, in this story. But she's got everything she needs. So, like, remember that even though there's an ending or you feel something was taken away from you, understand that everything is okay. You still have everything you need. Yes, it would be nice to get some clarity and closure on this situation, but please don't, like, lose yourself in this. It's, I think it's important that you remember who you are, what you have already. You might not have gotten this goal that you wanted, because I really feel like it's something that you wanted, like, craved, like, this was going to help complete you type energy. Like, this is going to be it. Like, this is it. This is what I'm talking about, that kind of energy. But like, know that other opportunities are going to definitely come around. Even though this thing ended, and it would be nice to get some clarity too about why it ended. That does not mean that you're unworthy or anything like that. It just means that this thing ended. That's all that means. And then we've got Strength, the Ten of Wands, and the Nine of Wands. First, before we go there, I want to show you 6, 7, 8. 6, 7, 8. 6, 7, 8, 6, 7. Anyway, I just kind of feel like this is a part of the journey. Maybe you needed to see this first before you could move on and move forward. When I had my powerful thing with the full moon, it was something like that. It was basically like, hey, you needed to see this so that you can understand the decisions that you're making, what it's based off of. I think sometimes, especially when we feel stuck or we feel like we haven't gotten ahead in a while, it's because of something that we're doing. Of course, we can blame our outside, but come on, if you've tried and tried and tried, it could be you that is not making the right decision, or you're not understanding the situation properly. And so I feel like this opportunity is an opportunity for you to see, like, maybe I should not have rushed into that head first, or maybe I should not have given them all of my ideas in the interview, or maybe in this relationship, just because this person said that they want it long term doesn't mean that they do. I should take their actions into account and not just words, like trying to help yourself understand the situation better, even if you don't get that clarity that you're looking for from the person. Even though I really feel like it, like with this Knight of Swords, I feel like something's coming. It kind of reminds me of, especially with this unconformity here, it reminds me of like in the movies when, this is movies, when someone dies and there's like unfinished business, how they always come back so they can finish the business. It feels like unfinished business here, and how the ghost of whatever is going to come back. So whatever the issue is, it's going to come back for you to resolve, or to be resolved. Maybe it's not you that's going to resolve it, it's the other person, the other party. But I just really feel like unfinished business is occurring, but a resolution is coming as well. And then here with the strength, I keep dropping this. It's so big. With the strength and the 10 of Wands and the 9 of Wands, this to me is what you're getting here. You're getting strength, and it's coming from these tough lessons that you've learned. So it's 10 Wands, they seem kind of heavy. It's real difficult to carry these around, and to me this is going to be all the hurt and pain that you've gone through recently from whatever this happened, and maybe even all the things that happened before that led you up to choosing this fourth cup that it's like you had 3 cups, they didn't work out, I'm gonna try this 4th cup, maybe this is the one, and it didn't happen, but it's leaving you with all this pain and upset. But the positive thing about it, and the thing that you're getting away from this, is strength. And the strength is not coming in the form of like, oh, I'll have really big muscles so that next time this comes up against me, I can just punch it so it doesn't hurt me. No, the strength that you're getting, I really feel, is boundaries. It's like once you fully understand this situation and you are fully able to like understand your role in it, and that's the important part. The other person's role is not as important as your role, because you are the one who's going to need to make some changes in your life in order to not fall victim to the same situation again. So these are boundaries. Remember those 10 wands the person was holding around? They were really heavy and like causing them a lot of burden. Here with this 9 of wands, they are used as kind of like a fence. And that's what I'm seeing here as boundaries. Like, all right, so this is what I did wrong. I spoke too much. I gave them too much information initially. And they may have actually taken my idea instead of needing me, because I've given them the idea already. So what do they need me for type energy? So next time I'm not going to do that. I'm going to like be a little bit more strategic in the way that I talk about my ideas. And then another one, it could be a relationship. In this relationship, I probably moved a little bit too fast and talked about the long term too quickly when we did not get to know each other. We need to get the foundation down first. And so next time, I'm going to have a little bit more boundaries about how I do this. I'm not going to, love bomb. I'm not going to love bomb this time, or be love bombed this time. I'm going to have more boundaries. I'm not going to allow that to happen. It's going to be my actions that I take because of the things that have happened to me, or because of the things that I've gone through. And now I understand better, like, oh, this is why I was susceptible to that. That's why this happened. And so I feel like because of this situation that has happened, you're going to have more information so that in the future you won't be making these same choices. And I wanted to show the bottom of the deck here, because this is again another card of moving on, just like these two, but this is of emotions. And I kind of feel like you're going from a place of unhappiness to happiness, because I think sometimes we can be victims in our minds. We can be like, oh, this happened to me, oh, this and that. But no, I think if you really sit back and you understand the situation, it's not that something has happened to you. Like, oh, I made this choice and this is the outcome of that choice. I can trace this back. I made this same choice again last time. I remember last time I did the same thing. And then the time before that, oh man, I did the same thing. And now helping you to become more empowered, because you're like this, you're fully understanding the situation now. You can see it like the view from above. And the view from above is showing you your actions and how you can prevent this same thing from happening by making different choices. That's really what I see here. And because I love this deck, I want to get some cards from the Tea Leaf Oracle just to kind of help clarify this message. Let's see here. First card is Sunrise. New creative ideas, new ventures, a fresh start. I'm going to put that here. That's very much Ace of Cups energy. Then we have Mountain Road. You are on the road to success. Feel that here. Carriage, a journey, either physical or mental. Definitely there. Elephant, a long journey, either physical or mental, will leave you wiser at the end. Okay, this is what we were talking about. Wiser at the end. You went through something, but you know what? We have more information now. We understand the mistakes that we've been making. We know why we've been making these choices. Put that there. Camel, persevere and you will overcome problems. Okay. Ants, work, achievement, success. I love it. So positive. Put that there. I'm going to put this here. Or here. So many places. Yoke, feeling tied down or frustrated. If you feel this way, remember all the successes coming up on this card. Ooh, I kind of feel this goes here. Remember, you know, even if you feel like you lost, quote unquote, it was not a loss. Remember the information that you gained. Pin, new job, career. Yes, because I see a lot of pentacles coming up here, so I do feel like this could have been in terms of that. A new job or career, you thought something was supposed to happen, but it didn't end up happening that way. Understand why, well, hopefully you get the information on why, but even understand why not, because maybe something happens like, okay, this wasn't actually for me. Diamond, you will be receiving or giving a precious gift. I think the diamond is you. You are the gift. You are the gift. Put that here in the middle. Seahorse, family matters. So I was kind of talking about this could be a relationship. This could be to do with work. This could be your family too. Relationships of family as well. June. Ooh, this could even be something that you've been working on for a very long time. Like even back in June. Something that you thought was yours back then. That you thought was going to be forever. Fox. Shrewdness and resourcefulness, especially in business. I feel like this is this boundary card, because it's like you are thinking twice. You are, what is it, measure twice, cut once. Like you're not jumping like you did before. Let me get one more card. Chain of events that will affect your life. Interesting. This kind of reminds me of the World card. Like this is a, especially because this is in coincident with the full moon. This could be like a major change that's happening in your life, and this one thing or whatever, one situation could really help unlock and open your mind to things that will assist you in the future. All right, that is the reading. Thank you all so much for liking, subscribing. I will see you in the next one.